trophies speak to the traditions and the spirit of the contest between schools, and sometimes they also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Glad to have you with us from Huntington Bank Stadium. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Golden Gophers offense will go on the attack first. Not much in life feels better than really sticking it to your rival, and Iowa did just that against Minnesota a year ago.
They destroyed them, and I think you talked about it for a year. You've heard about it for a year. In rivalry games, they mean more. The emotion's a little bit higher, so if you don't think Palmer, Minnesota's going to be tipped off and ready to rock and roll, you're at the wrong game.
And this game's so important, too, because I think it just sets the tone for Minnesota and Iowa the rest of the year. They play this game in October, and if you win, you can ride the momentum into the rest of the season.
Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not give it up.
The ball pops out on the return. Oh, and he recovers it. Man, you want to talk about having his back, and they averted disaster on that one.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
So Iowa's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And Palmer, it's no different in this contest.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting five-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Now it looks as if we have an injured Golden Gopher on the play. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Lucky to get it off. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far. And it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change. But it's so cool, the history of this intact. People keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country and getting the quarterback on the ground.
That will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Forced him to get rid of it on 3rd down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Taylor has it. Sees a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Right side, it's Ford. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
They'll run it. It's Taylor. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. A sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
It's a running room. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Taken in by Smith on the right side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. wide right. It's Helms. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Trying to get started. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Powers inside. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it. Right side, it's Smith. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, We're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there, work in the middle of the field.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. In the red area, it's Turner. Driven back. Iowa spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now the Hawkeyes will call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Under pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The short hands. It's James. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Red Raiders on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the top 25. Now back to your game in Minneapolis. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Iowa plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Iowa head coach at the half. Coach has asked his team in the locker room at the half to get back in control of this game. They are so excited to be playing in this rivalry matchup, a game they won the last time these two teams met. But right now, on the road, they have got to be sharp and focused, make sure execution is a priority here to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things feel here from the sideline when we come back. Guys?
Thanks, Holly.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Long way to go on second down. Takes the handoff, it's Phillips. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Handoff to the lone back. Finds a crease at the 20. There's some room. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the comeback is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Catch in the middle. It's Tracy. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide right, it's Helms. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Golden Gophers are flying down the field. Going to look downfield again. Open on the right side, that's Smith.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Look out! And they got him.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback. Get him in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Throws to the back. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a crease to the left. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Keep it on the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Leaves it with the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. touchdown. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And he did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense for great field position.
What a shot in the arm something like that can give you. You take over, first and goal from the 3. Right side, it's held. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Minnesota has really fattened up that lead, and the Gophers getting close to capturing the point.
And the Gophers have done such a great job handling the emotions, handling the moment, getting closer and closer, and they got Iowa in a good spot. They got them down, and let's be honest, offense is usually a challenge for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, and Minnesota's players, David, to me, they just look dialed in. They look like they've spent some extra time in the film room getting prepared for this game because they know what this game means, not just in the Big Ten Conference, but also to both schools. This is one of the great rivalries in college football, and they have shown up ready to go.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going with the counter play here. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 30.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. You have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clip.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down to the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Snapped on 4th down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Got it, looking for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football, but now you step out here, you show your team, you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Out wide left, it's Helms. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So much to the chagrin of the Iowa Hawkeyes, it's Minnesota living high on the hog and bringing home the bacon and capturing Floyd of Rosedale. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Justin Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.